Hey mate, I'm Alex.
And I'm Gaston.
Welcome to Power Mates.
This is the place to learn and share about Fabric and Power Platform. If this is your first time here, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this channel with your friends and colleagues. So, Power Mates, today we are going to be diving into some groundbreaking updates from Microsoft Build 2025, especially the enhanced Power Apps Plan Designer. If you thought that low code development couldn't get any smarter, just think again.
Yeah, that's right. So the product team has reimagined, how we approach the app development by integrating human and agent collaboration directly into the planning phase.
So you wonder what changed from the last time we recorded a similar video. The plan designer now acts more as a collaborative workspace where you and your AI agents co-create solutions. So you start just describing in natural language your business problem, like for example, I have employees that need to log vacation day and managers need to approve them. That is all that you need to start.
Yeah, exactly. And from there, the plan designer, powered by Copilot, at some point, generate user roles, user stories, processes, and even suggest database tables and app components. On this new announcement, from the announcement from the Microsoft Builds, also suggests you Copilot Studio agent, and that's gonna like you, Power BI report to have a more complete solution around that. And the best part is, yeah, that is you can provide feedback on any stage. If you need to add a role for HR or modify a user story, just ask Copilot and it adjusts accordingly to you.
Yeah, that's great. And let's bring a little bit of a perspective on this one. Imagine, for example, that you're tasked to build a time off management system for your company, and instead of manually need to map in out every detail, you describe the process in the plan designer. So in just a few minutes, you have a whole comprehensive plan with defined roles like employee and manager, and complete with all the user stories that you need and the data models that you might need. So it's a huge time saver and ensures the alignment with all the business needs.
On top of that, since everything is stored within a solution, you can easily export and deploy across different environments, streamlining the development cycle on the other hand. So let's get over to my machine here and let's explore what's new. Of course, first of all, we are on the Power Apps homepage as usual. Here, make.powerapp.com, as we always mention on every video talking about Power Platform or Microsoft Fabric. If you don't have a Power Platform environment or tenant, you can create a Microsoft 365 developer account and you can start using Power Platform, Microsoft Fabric, and other services. So, okay, so this is the plan designer or the Power App homepage. So here is the text box to describe our solution. As we mentioned in previous videos, you can add other sources here, like an image for your data model, or even a graph, or how your application should look like in terms of controls and all. But also here, there's a checkbox here that say include preview features. Okay, so those preview features are the features that the product team announced on the Microsoft Build. So let's click on include new feature and then add a pretty short prompt just to show how these new features look like. So need a system or need a solution to manage a car dealer. Okay, it's a simple prompt. So as usual, the first thing that the plan designer is going to do is create the business plan, try again. So here we are. So need a solution to manage a car dealership. So as we mentioned in previous video, what the plan designer is going to do is, first of all, create the plan, and then define the user requirements in term of roles. But here is the first enhancement. is not just creating the roles. As you can see here on the right hand side, the process or the plan designer is going to create what the name is processes. So in this case, the plan designer identify, like three different processes. Taking my prompt, that is a pretty poor prompt, need a solution to manage a car dealership. So what the plan designer identify is sale management, inventory management, and service management. Okay. Just a quick comment here. As you can see here at the top, there's where the plan designer said, okay, here are the agents collaborating with the human, So that's exactly that. Here we can see that we have four different agents and the human that are myself. So if we span here, we can see all the agents and users involved in the process. So Alex Rostan, of course, myself, requirement agent, process agent, data agent, and solution agent. And in each step of the solution, the different agent is going to be acting. In this case, the first one is the requirement agent. And so as you can see here, the requirement agent is the one who is working right now. Let's take a look how the process should looks like. Let's check the sales management process. This is a new feature. This is the enhancement. We working with process. So let's click on view process. What we are going to see here is effectively that. So on the sales management process, we have the salesperson that have the processes view available cars. The salesperson add customer details. Salesperson schedule test drives. Salespersons update status of car sales and generate sale reports. Okay. So what it means is not just showing you the role of the salesperson, also showing you the processes that the salesperson should be involved. Okay, so let's continue. Let's say, like as usual, if we want to add another role or something, we can click on edit. But let's say looks good. Click on look good. And what is going to happen here? On the same processes boxes, the plan designer and the data agent, to be more direct and effectively, the data agent is generating the data model and associate the tables in every process. So as you can see here, now we have the sales management process with the description of the process, the view process that we just saw, and also we have the tables that are going to be working on the sales management process. So this is the same thing. We can click on edit. We can see the tables, the entity relationship diagram here with the relationships and all. But here, there's another enhancement. If you remember, I remember maybe a month ago, we published a video with Gaston saying how to work with the data workspace. But now you can also doing the same thing, adding a new table, just describing the new table, add new column from file, Excel, and SharePoint list. But here's a new enhancement. You can add an existing table. Remember, I mentioned that video that's going to happen after build. So, okay, we have that. We can existing tables that we have on our environment. In this case, let's say that we need to associate the account table or not. We can click on account and associate the table. And also another new feature here is create relationship. You can now create a relationship within different tables, describing here one to many to one, many to many, also different lookup columns. And also that is another enhancement for the data workspace on the plan designer. Let's go back here to the overview. So let's say that we are okay with the tables right now. And now, if you remember, the last step is the one with the technology. So the name is the solution agent is creating different artifacts. So power apps, Canvas and model driven applications, flows, also Copilot Studio. As you can see here, we have like three different Copilot: Sales Copilot, Inventory Copilot, and Service Copilot. And also you can add reports here. So in this case, for some reason, the solution agent didn't identify that we need a report. But let's just show you that is a new feature too. Let's click on edit and let's say that I need a report for sales. It's working on it. Let's change the prompt here. The Power BI report for sales. Okay, so here is sales performance report, and it's a Power BI report. So let's click on keep. Let's click on looks good. Then let's click on save tables as usual. This is, as I mentioned at the very beginning. When you are creating here a solution, at the end of the day, you are creating a Power Platform solution with all the artifacts that you create on your solution or your problem. So let's click here, and that is going to create the solution for us, saving the tables, create a new solution. After saving, there's a last thing I want to show you. Okay, so this is saved on a solution. But so Gaston, what do you think so far?
Yeah, this is awesome. I really love the idea of how you pitch in terms of combining kind of a human creativity, with all the AI tool sets, and seems that this is the roadmap for Microsoft is setting up kind of this as an overall new standard for the overall app development. And so it's about just working a little bit of a smarter way rather than harder way. I love this idea and PowerMates, whether you're kind of a starting with low code pro code development, or just you are starting from scratch. This is kind of a plan designer is offers a smarter way for more efficient way to build solutions. So take a look, and of course leave us some comments if you're trying this all these techniques and tools from now on.
So if you're excited to try it out, and have already started using it, drop a comment below. We'd love to hear about your experience using the Plan Designer, of course. So as usual, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and join us on this journey.
Together, let's unlock the full potential of Power Platform and Microsoft Fabric.
Yeah.